friends, it's Luna. Welcome back to English with Luna. You clicked this video because you want to learn how to talk about yourself in English, right? Maybe you need a short introduction for class, for work, or for making new friends. Or maybe you feel nervous when someone asks, "Tell me about yourself." Don't worry, you are in the right place. Today, we will practice easy introductions, simple sentences you can use now. No difficult grammar, no long rules, just short, clear phrases that sound natural. In this episode, we will learn simple phrases to say your name, where you're from, and what you do. Practice how to say your hobbies and interests. See short examples for school, work, and meeting new people. Learn 2 quick tips to sound friendly and natural. Finish with a short practice you can use every day. I will speak slowly. You can listen and repeat if you want, but remember, you don't need to repeat every sentence. Just listen, feel the rhythm, and try to speak when you feel comfortable. The goal is to help your brain think in English about you, your life, your likes, and your plans. Before we start, one small tip. When you introduce yourself, keep it short and clear. People like short introductions. They're friendly and easy to remember. We will use words like my name is, I'm from, I work as, and I like. You already know many of these words. We will put them together in natural sentences. Okay, are you ready? Take a deep breath and relax. Let's begin with the first part, how to say your name and where you're from. Okay, so let's start with something super simple, introducing yourself. I know, it sounds easy, but when someone suddenly says, "Tell me about yourself," your mind just goes blank, right? You're like, I'm a human. Trust me, it happens to everyone, even to people who've been learning English for years. But don't panic, because the trick is to keep it easy and natural. You don't need to sound perfect. You just need to sound like you. So let's start from the beginning. When you meet someone, the most common and friendly way to start is, "Hi, I'm Luna." That's your basic introduction, your name. But you can make it sound warmer by adding a little more, like, "Hi, I'm Luna. Nice to meet you." Boom, already sounds like a real conversation. Then you can add where you're from. That's one of the most common questions in any language. "I'm from New York." Simple, clean, and easy to say. If you want to keep the conversation going, you can add a second sentence, something about your life or personality. "I'm from New York, but I live in Lima now." Or, "I'm from New York and I love coffee and sunny mornings." See? You're not just giving information, you're giving a little piece of who you are. That's what makes an introduction sound natural. It's not just facts, it's you talking about you. Now, let me tell you something. When I was younger, I used to get nervous introducing myself in any situation, even in English. I remember the first time I joined a new class and everyone was saying their names. When it was my turn, my brain just stopped working. I said, "Hi, I'm, Luna," and then completely forgot what else to say. Everyone laughed, not in a bad way, and I laughed too. That's when I realized something. People don't care if your English is perfect. They care that you're trying. So don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes actually make you sound human, not like a robot memorizing phrases. If you ever feel shy, here's a little trick I still use sometimes. Practice in front of a mirror. I know it sounds funny, but it really works. Look at yourself and say, "Hi, I'm your name. I'm from your country." Then add one more thing. I love something you like. Like, "Hi, I'm Luna. I'm from New York, and I love teaching English in a fun way." That's short, confident, and sounds natural. Oh, and one more thing. Smile when you talk, even if no one sees you. When you smile, your voice changes. You sound friendlier, more relaxed, and people feel that energy, even through a podcast or video. So next time someone asks you, tell me about yourself, you'll be ready. You won't freeze, you'll just take a deep breath and go, "Hi, I'm your name. I'm from your country. I like something simple about you." And that's it. That's a perfect start. All right, so now that you can introduce yourself, "Hi, I'm Luna. I'm from New York." Let's go a little deeper. The next question people usually ask is, "What do you do?" And that one can feel tricky sometimes, right? Like, what do I say? How do I explain my job? Or what if I don't work? Don't worry, I got you. When someone asks, "What do you do?" they're usually just trying to know a little more about you. You can answer with something simple, like, "I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I work in a restaurant. I'm a designer." Short and easy. But here's the fun part. You can make your answer sound more natural and interesting by adding a small detail. For example, "I'm a student. I study biology." Or, "I'm a teacher. I teach English to beginners." Adding that tiny detail makes your answer sound more alive. You're not just giving information, you're telling a little story about your life. Let me tell you something. When I first started teaching English, I didn't even know how to explain it well. Someone would ask me, "What do you do?" And I'd just go, "I talk to people about English sometimes." It was awkward. But with time, I learned that it's not about sounding perfect, it's about sounding confident and real. So now when someone asks, I just say, "I'm an English teacher and I help people feel more comfortable speaking." Simple, friendly, human. And you can do the same. Maybe you don't have a job yet. That's okay. You can still talk about what you do in your life. For example, "I'm a student, but I also love making art." "I'm not working right now, but I'm learning English and cooking a lot." See? You don't need a big fancy job title to sound confident in English. You just need to own your story. You can also talk about your daily routine, something that gives people a small window into your world. Like, "I usually wake up early and go for a walk before work. I work from home, so I make coffee and start my day at my desk. I study in the mornings and hang out with my friends after class." These kinds of sentences are amazing because they help you connect. People can imagine your life. They can see a bit of you. And here's something I always say. Speaking English isn't just about words. It's about connection. It's about making someone feel that they know a little bit more about who you are. So when you talk about yourself, don't worry if your grammar isn't perfect. Just imagine you're having a cup of coffee with a friend and you're telling them what your life is like. Now, here's a little challenge for you. After listening to this, try saying this sentence out loud. "I'm your name, I'm from your country, and I'm your job or activity. I love something simple you enjoy." You can change it, make it your own. Have fun with it. The more you say it, the more natural it feels. And soon, you'll be able to talk about yourself in English with zero stress. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that talking about yourself isn't really about English at all. It's about knowing who you are and being okay with sharing it. Because when you talk about yourself, you're not just using words. You're opening a little window to your world, and that's something really special. I know that for many of you, speaking in English can feel scary. You worry about making mistakes or not sounding good enough. But listen, People don't fall in love with perfect English. They fall in love with honest English. The kind that sounds real, full of life, full of you. So next time someone says, "Tell me about yourself," take a deep breath, smile a little, and just talk. Even if you forget a word, even if you mix things up, it's fine. Because what matters is that you're trying to connect. And that's the whole point of learning a language, right? Connection. Sometimes I imagine all of us sitting somewhere different in the world. You with your phone, maybe your coffee, your notebook, and me here, talking to you through this mic. And even if we've never met, we're sharing this small moment together. That's what I love most about this podcast. It reminds me that language isn't just grammar or vocabulary. It's people. It's stories. It's us. So don't wait until your English is perfect. Start talking about yourself now. Say your name. Say what you love. Say how you feel. The more you speak, the more you'll sound like you. All right, my friend, that's all for today. Thank you for spending this time with me. And if you like this episode, you know what to do. Take a deep breath, smile, and go tell someone your story. I'll be right here cheering for you. See you next time.